Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my stream of V Rising. This is Act 4, the final act of the game. And I don't know if this will be the last time I stream this game. I might do another one later at another point. But today I want to show you my new castles and the different areas in V Rising if you've never played the game before. I will also show you the old locations for those of you who have watched my previous streams, so you can see where I used to live and where I've moved to now. So I'm not going to show you this now. And it is daylight, and I'm also going to show you the new powers I've obtained, because I basically have all the transformations now. There's only the final bosses left, which I will show you. Or I might as well show you while it's daytime. I don't want to travel now. So, as you can see, I've opened every area of the map. We've been through all the small and major bosses. Oh, let me just take my sword out. Otherwise, if I don't, it doesn't detect my level. So we have 3 smaller bosses coming up. And then Dracula right at the end. Each one has a shard that I will... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Just stop tracking them. Each of them has a shard that I need to collect. And as you can see on the map, it shows me where each of these shards are, thanks to the new eye that I built. There's Dracula's castle. He'll be the final boss. Okay, and then up here, soul shard of the monster. And over here, soul shard of Solaris. So, they've made one in each, well, shall I say, point of the map. South, east, north, and west. I don't know how to get in here just yet. I'm hoping to figure it out soon. But we will head down here for the world tour first. And I guess we can go... I'm trying to remember where I originally built. I think it was here. So let me just summon... Oops, sorry. Let me just summon my burst quickly. No!
I will assert my will. Return to me, my steed.
Sorry, I have a bit of a flu or something going on. Or congestion. So if I sound strange, that's why. So for those of you who haven't caught up, I have a vampire horse that I've dominated when I reached a certain level. So I can summon him at will. Even if he dies, I can just resurrect him. Just get rid of my sword. So this is the... What is this called again? Farbane Woods. This is where you start the game. This is Act 1. Rather sunny place. So my original location for my castle was up here. My very first one, for those of you who remembered. Oh, there's a tree trying to attack me. That always happens when I'm trying to show people things. So in Act 1, you had the basic ore, which is your stone, your sulfur, and your copper. There's the copper. And you got, for gems, you got your first basic gems. I've forgotten what they're called now. Oh, now every animal and their mother wants to attack me. Bye. As you can see, that's a level 18. So most of these are relatively low to what I am now. We can try and go look at this location if you guys want to see it. So I've discovered a faster way of traveling. That's one of the first bosses you encounter. I just need to get to a location where no one's trying to attack me, so I can show you. Ow! But you can only use that way of traveling at nighttime. It's also one of the final transformations you receive. The bat. You can basically fly over everything. My horse will be fine, don't worry about my horse. So, you can fly over everything. It won't load any creatures below you, obviously, for graphics sake. That's why there's this mist, to hide locations and people, just to make it easier to travel, to save on performance. But in the daytime, the sun does tend to burn you, so it's better to travel with your horse in the shadows, or teleport if you have nothing on you that can't be teleported. Okay, so let's get to a... Oh, look, there's the boss. So there's one of the bosses I'm going to have to face, which looks like a griffin. It looks like the only way I can actually... Oh, no. Yeah, the only way I can actually get up here seems to be via bat. I don't see any other... So that's probably why the bat becomes your final transformation you unlock, because there's no other way of getting in here. So you'd have to fly in there and fight him. Okay, so that's the one. Let me go land over here. I want to show you this location. That was my second castle in the farmlands, which is also Act 2. I'm flying away from troubles in my life. I'm flying away. Okay, so let me just reset this page. Okay, we're almost there. Sorry for the echo. It should be gone now. I'm not going to go through each and every area of the map. I just want to show you the highlights. The boss of Act 1 was here in the abandoned stronghold, which I'm passing now. That was the final boss of the act, which I needed to defeat to continue onwards. Oh, the iron mines was one of the hardest locations back then. Now I send my minions to go and clear them and bring me some resources. Okay, so here we are. Let's drop down. Okay, so this was my second location. Here's the old crumpled heart of the castle. I need to feed, but I think if I hit this thing it's gonna die. Oh, never mind. My blood essence was running low. So I just want to sort that out before I run out of blood essence. Okay. So now, this is Act 2. The farmlands. I'll take you to this castle next. Basically, as the name suggests, just open farmlands. I'm trying to remember where the boss of this act was. Who was he? Act 2. Quincy the Bandit King. Oh, sorry, that was the end of Act 1. Octavia the Militia Captain. Okay, so he was in some kind of fortress, and I think it was the Bastion of Dunley, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the end of Act 2. Act 3 was Cyril the Cursed Smith. And I'll be damned if I remember where I killed him. And then yeah, Act 4 is Dracula. Okay, so the farmlands is where I spent most of my time during that time. I had a castle here, like I said, and up here. But I've since moved it to this side, which I'll show you why at a later stage. So let me fly across the farmlands, and I'll take you through to the ruins of Mortium, because that was part of Act 2 actually, because you unlock this eye device that lets you see rifts. As you can see, there's a rift incursion starting in 3 minutes. This is like Dracula's vampiric demonic land. The sun never reaches this island. So let me go there before the sun rises. It's a very convenient way to travel at nighttime. So yeah, the ruins of Mortium. The sun never touches there. You can run around freely. You do rift battles. There's a rift 1 level, which I think, if I remember, you needed to be level 50 or higher, or 40 or higher. And rift 2 level is 80 or higher, which I am now. They give you these Stygian shards and greater Stygian shards, which unlocks passive vampire abilities. I'll show you that table later. I'm currently trying to complete that, because I've read online that I'm going to need that for the final bosses. So I might just spend some time doing rift 2 levels, just to get those passives unlocked, so that I can have all the powers in the game. Currently, I think my spell book is basically done, except for passives that I'm busy unlocking with said Stygian shards. Yeah, and I already have jewels on most of them. So let's try and get to the ruins of Mortium before the sun rises. And we're there. I think I could just drop down here somewhere. And then call my horse. Horse? No, I said call my horse.
Shadow calls for my mount.
Anytime now. There we go. Good boy. What I like is that if your horse gets damaged, when you re-summon him, he has full health again. So. Okay, so here we have Draculan type creatures. That's actually one of the bosses. What's happening? I don't actually want to fight right now. Such dramatic music. Okay, so as you can see, this land is relatively dark. But if I go into bat mode and fly above the clouds, then obviously the sun does hurt me. Okay, and I haven't been to the castle, Dracula's castle yet, obviously. I actually haven't even seen it, so I'll come back to my horse now. I just want to go see what it looks like while I'm showing you guys. Just so I can see the splendor of Dracula's castle and hopefully make it back in time. Almost there. Okay, so this is Dracula's castle fortress type thing. And Dracula himself, there's a special amulet called the Blood Key, which you need to enter this castle, which I am busy making. Whoa, that's quite big. Holy cow, that's huge. I can't fly above the castle, that's how big it is. Okay, let me go back before the sun rises. I shall deal with Dracula another time. I want to now take you to Act 3's location, one of Act 3's locations, which is the Cursed Forest. Let me just fly as long as I can before the sun rises. And get as close to the Cursed Forest as possible. Oh, here's a rift that just started. So during a rift, you fight. There's a big crystal in the center, and it shows you where there are smaller areas you have to defeat creatures to unlock it. And once you defeat those small creatures, the central crystal unlocks. Okay, here comes the sun. Let's go down. And resummon horse. Okay, so, and then when you destroy all the creatures under the main crystal, you win the rift and you get special legendary cracked weapons. And you also get some beautiful Stygian shards. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you. I don't have the Cursed Forest cape on me right now. So what's going to happen is the map and the world around me is going to become enveloped in like a shroud, where I can basically not see where I'm going anymore. I don't see anything happening yet. I don't think the cloak I'm wearing now has that effect. No, only this cloak here can protect me, which you get from a specific character, old Ben, I think his name is. So I'm just going to walk in the shadows here, or just stay here in the shadows to protect from the sun. But I want to show you how it's already starting. How the forest, the longer I stay there, the more the forest becomes clouded, and you can see there's a deer head at the bottom of the screen that's counting up in numbers, which is the level that is getting shrouded the longer I stay. Now, I reached level 100 before, and then I couldn't see where I was going. It was crazy, and I struggled to find my way home. But I eventually did. Let me just put these batteries there. Oh. So you can see the map is getting completely covered. It gets to a point where it's completely pitch black. And I cannot see around me. Now, to stop that from happening, I just switch capes. And then it will all clear again. Now there are terrible beasties in this area. There's some ghosts there with ghost crystals. You use the ghost crystals to make spectral dust, which makes dark silver ingots. There are some frogs over here, big frogs. And there are some spiders there. Now that's where I got the spider and frog transformations, which have helped me in some instances. Oh, crap, man. Yeah, I saw that coming. Let me just deal with this guy. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to pick up stuff that I can't teleport with. Not that it matters at this point. Okay, so, and then there's a land there if you want to build, and I think there's two lands over there if you want to live in this terrible place, which means permanently wearing that Cursed Forest cape. Alright, let me take you guys to the next part of Act 3, which is Gloomrot South. There's more wolves here, cursed wolves, there are cursed spiders, and also as you go up levels into different acts, you'll get stronger ore, like you'll get iron, you'll get bigger jewel crystals, like those crystals there. You get the bigger versions, you get specific wood types that give you specific things when you chop them in your sawmill. So everything levels up the higher you go in the acts, which is great. It gives you that sense of progression. Just make sure I'm traveling the right way and staying in the shade. As long as you're staying in the shade, it's okay if the sun starts hitting you. You just don't let it get that far that it actually burns you. Okay, so now we're going into Gloomrot South. which is where the tech scrap and mutagen is. Now, there are a lot of human characters in this area that have tech that gives them abilities. There are a lot of places you can build here, but I don't like Gloomrot South at all. By the way, I'll take you to Dracula's Demise later. But I don't like Gloomrot South, or North, as a matter of fact, to live in. So there's a lot, but there is a lot of mutagen and copper and sulfur in this area. So if you're looking for those specifically, you're going to find a lot of them here. And a lot of mutated creatures. There's a guy with like an electricity gun, flamethrower guys, there's the mutated rivers. And, oh, that guy looks terrible. Okay, let me just get some shade quickly. Run, vampire! So yeah, I've never considered living in this place, and I don't intend to ever. But it is a great place to get depleted batteries, which you can then charge in Gloomrot North. Now, Gloomrot North is also a terrible place to travel, because there are random lightning storms that hit you off your horse, or that hit you while you're traveling. And there's this constant rain. I don't think the sun reaches here ever. It's never hit me here. But there's massive mechanical vehicles here. And it's just, yeah, it's challenging to travel through here, because there's so much that can hurt you. But you do need to charge your depleted batteries here if you want to make power cores. Now, I couldn't get in here before because this is sealed. But now I want to see as a bat if that's changed. Aha. So this is one of the bosses I'm coming up against soon, but he's also got a sigil thing on his door. And that makes me wonder how the heck I'm going to get in there. It's probably going to take a YouTube video or an online article to tell me. Or I'm going to need one of the shards. But as it stands, I have no clue how to get in that castle just yet. But yeah, I'll figure it out. And, well, we can fly from here, I suppose. And then Act 4 is Silverlight Hills. This is where the church has put down its grounds. You'll find a lot of knights, which I'll take you to. This is the main center of town. There are a lot of knights, paladins, and priests and things that try to kill you. But the best part is when you're at my level, you can just kill them for their gold chains and jewelry, which you need to make gold ingots, which becomes quite valuable for making really powerful amulets. I need to make onyx for the Dracula bracelet, the blood key. So yeah, the gold becomes important at a later stage, and you'll spend a lot of time in Silverlight Hills killing paladins and anyone that basically has gold jewelry on them. You can also search the buildings, they have gold jewelry in them. But these guys with rifles, if you kill the guys with rifles, then you get, what is it? Not scrolls. I forgot the name already. Scriptures? I'm not sure. But they documents that help you unlock more weapons, more plans for your buildings, etc., etc. So Silverlight Hills stands up to its name because there's a silver cave here. Now, silver hurts me if I carry too much. I do have a fully upgraded bag which allows me to carry 500 silver. But beyond that, the silver actually starts hurting me. So I ask my minions to go fetch the silver for me. But I do also go there myself. But I'm past the stage where I need dark silver ingots now. I've built everything I needed to with it. So that's fortunate. But there's grapes here that I needed for blood Merlot. I'm just trying to get to a nice path where I can show you what Silverlight Hills looks like. This looks like the middle of a village, so let's not drop there. Oh, this whole part is the middle of a village, okay. Oh, vampire! Come fetch me. Ow! Okay, now what I can do is I can transform into a human as long as there are no... Okay, so now I can walk around as a human and normal people won't realize I'm a vampire. Neither will the rifleman. But those guards there with the shield, there are special types of guards that if you walk past them close enough, they'll recognize that you're a vampire. I don't know how. They can probably sense it. But Silverlight Hills is definitely the domain of the church. And they will do everything in their power to destroy you. And then there are harpy areas, harpy nests, which you need the flawless gems for. They're not one of the bosses are here, the harpy bosses, which was quite difficult to fight. Schematics, that's the name of the upgraded scrolls. Okay, so let's fly home. I'm going to take you to my third castle, which I built when entering Act 3. We'll start there, and then I'll show you my final castle, which is has much more splendor. Now I've upgraded my castles to the max, but I don't understand what I need to do with so much floor space, to be honest. I think I can build 550 floors now. As in floor tiles, sorry, not floor levels. And which means double the floor space I have now. Which means I can go up to like 4 or 5 floor levels, stories. But I don't see any point in it, to be honest. Unless I want to build grand rooms for some reason. But I think the amount of floors I have now is adequate. It could be if you're playing online with friends that you guys want to build your own floors or spaces, I don't know, but I basically have everything I need. I'm not talking about weapons, I'm talking about crafting items and those type of things. So I don't see the need to add floor levels at this point. I'm quite happy with the space I have. So we're almost there, and then I'm going to summon my horse just so that he is at my castle. Flap, 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 flap. As you can see, this is definitely the fastest way to travel. And I get to see the top of my castle now for a change, which I couldn't before. And let's drop down. And then just quickly summon my horse so that I know he's safe.
From beyond, return to my side.
And I just like having him with me.
My blood, restore my
Okay, let's get my cape back. I don't need it for normal areas. So, okay. So this is the outer grounds. I don't think I've shown you guys this castle, I'm not sure. But here's a stable with all my other horses. I left this part wild in the center here because it looks nice. I've got stairs running down this side into the outer world. They can't enter here. NPC enemies can't enter there. And then my teleporter. I have my little garden here, which I haven't continued planting stuff. Then I have, hey, who opened this gate? I have 2 stairs running down to the outer world on this side. Some nice crypts here, and that side. And then I have prisoners in here. I haven't yet filled this one. My other one is full, which I'll show you later. I draw blood from them to make blood potions. And also if I need a specific level, like this guy is level 20 brute. For my blood pool, which my level's quite low now, which is fine. Okay, so let's take you inside this castle. It's only 2 floors. Oh, and by the way, each of these grass tiles, because if you look inside this fenced area, that's wild grass, whereas this is actual floor tiles. If I go to foundations, there you can see grass floor tile. That counts towards floor tiles, maximum floor tile space. So yes, I have floor tiles outside the buildings as well. Okay, now you might have seen this castle before, but I'll take you through it again. There's been some upgrades. So my jewelry room has all the jewel crafting facilities, and as you can see, I've unlocked the biggest storage for all the crafting and clothing and things. So now I've got much more space than I had before. This leads into my workshop, my forge. I've got the new advanced furnaces, and I also have the fabricator, which helps me make the power cores. And now we have this large material chest now, a lot of space. This is my anvil, which is where we are now making the onyx tears for the Dracula amulet. And I now have sanguine weapons, which is what I have on me. These pistols, dual pistols, have helped me with a few of the latest bosses. There we go. Oh, I'm shooting my own things. Anyway, smithy and ancestral forge. I like this open space. And then inside here we have our tailor room. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos, but I'll mention it again. These floor tiles are specific to these crafting benches. So when you go up here, you'll see there's a bonus. It reduces the cost if all the floors in the room are tailor floors. And this is just if all the crafting tables are within a closed room. So that's why they're laid out like this. I also have specific wallpapers that I thought were appropriate for each room, but they don't give any bonuses. It's just to make that look nice. So this is my tailor room. So I reduced the size of it what it was before because I needed more space for my forge. Then this is my herb cabinet. And then this is just displays. It doesn't do anything. Here's my workshop with my workshop panels. And here is my alchemy section. I'm just going to quickly drop things that I can't use the teleporter for, because I'm going to probably teleport directly to my other castle instead of flying there. And some of these items you cannot use the teleporter for that. So, alright, and then this is the devourer. If there's anything I don't want, and I want the resources that is used to make it, I plonk it in this eating chest that looks like the book from Harry Potter that tries to eat you of magical creatures. Yeah, so you shove it in there. Here's my castle heart. As you can see, it's fully upgraded, which means I now can have an extra servant coffin and double the amount of floor space, which I don't need. So here is the second floor. This is my so everything in this castle is plague basically themed, because I got the deluxe edition with all the DLCs. Thanks to Stunlock Studios and Keymailer for the key. And everything, you can see even these lights are plague lights. Now my guys are already out. They're only coming back later. They're out on their hunts. Still 8 hours left. It takes them 23 or 22 hours before they return. They are busy fetching different resources for me, which is great. You sit on your throne to send them out. And then those are just decorations. And then back here is my study. I try to keep the lights white because I really like how the room looks when it's got white lights. And this is where I unlock my amulets, my weapons, my clothing, and different structures. So I'm still busy with this one. I'm done with the study. The studies ones are all finished, but that's old news now. And then the research desk is also done. This is your first one in Act 1. Between Act 2 and 3, I think, is this one. And then 3 and 4 is this one. So I'm still busy trying to finish this one, which doesn't take too long, because to make those... To make those scripts, I need scrolls and tech scrap, which is what my minions are bringing me. So I don't have to do any of the work. Then on this side, I have the coffins of my servants. I can put one more down, but I'm not going to do it now. But there we go. Plank, copper ingots, and like I've got all those resources easily now. So and then I just need to go capture a servant and turn him into a vampire. There's a space here for one more coffin, so that's fine. Now before I show you my lounge area, this is the Stygian quarters. I don't ever summon anyone here, but if I did, I can summon plant stuff here. It then calls a creature, and when I defeat the creature, I get different resources. And I haven't found the need to do that, because that 300 greatest Stygian shards is quite a hefty price. Then this is where my passive abilities are. You can see I have a lot to do, but thanks to my minions getting me resources, and also the Rift 2 levels, I'm going to be going through all of these now to get as many of them as possible. So these are the passives that will, if you go here to the spell book, all these on the side, these passives, are what they unlock. So we're getting there. I might do that before I go face... Well, I am going to do that before I go face the bosses. This is the Eye of Mortium. This is what shows me the Rift tier levels and where they are and how long they're going to be active. And then these are my living quarters. It's a small one, but it leads to my bedroom, which I'll take you there now. I can sit in front of the fire and not get harmed. And then this is my quaint little room, and this is where I can respec my spell points. I can play different types of music here. I can change how I look here. And then here's my new coin box, which I unlocked, which you can see I have a lot of coins. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So these are my coins I've gathered, but that's actually not all of them, because I haven't spent a lot of time in this castle lately, except to call my minions. So this is a little teleporter. You build 2 of them, but there are different types. Let me just go to teleporters. I keep pressing the wrong button. So the different colors just means you put 2 of each down and you travel between those 2. So if I jump on the red one, it will take me to the other red one. Jump on the yellow one, it will take me to the other yellow one, which I will show you in the other castle. But basically it's just a faster way to travel within your castle. But you cannot use it to travel from one castle to another one, which is what the big teleporters like this one is for. Okay, so we're going to now teleport to my new castle, which none of you have seen yet. I haven't streamed it as yet, so those of you seeing it now, this will be your first time. Let me just put Dante away inside the stables. Okay. And the reason I built here is twofold. This land is a double-decker, which is what I like. This one is also a double-decker. What I mean by double-decker is a lot of these lands are single plots. That's a double one. You only need 1 heart on them. If I wanted to take both of these, I would need 2 castle hearts. And then I needed to build a castle here because I kept attacking this area for gold jewelry and this for silver. But this is my biggest area yet, so I'm quite happy. You can see I've very much upgraded my castle gates here. And I can just run out and go into the world. So this is my stables, which I built on the side here, in the front. And then I've left a lot of areas wide. Now it's not just to save floor space. I actually just like it wild. I left these old ruins here because they look so nice. I've put crypts between these trees. Here's my garden plots, which I still have a lot I want to plant here. I'm going to get to this building now. Then this is where my teleporter is, and just another area I left completely wild because I like it like that. And you can see I've put down tree pots to plant new trees where I wanted them for extra shade, so that I don't have to use these mist braziers to protect me from the sun. This side I didn't build completely closed because there is a runway here, and since I don't play PvP, no one's going to come in here. If it was PvP, I would have closed it. And here's my little fishing hole, little waterfall, and this just goes to the back of the abyss where you don't go any further. The end of the world map basically. So it's quite well protected, I think. I haven't had any trouble here from NPCs. I really like this land. I put my heart into building this castle. As you can see, I've put pathways on this ground. That's how much this place meant to me. I played with these pathways, learning how they worked. And this is my prison, which you'll see is actually built between the 2 parts of my main castle. There is a paladin. I was so happy when I got him. This prison is completely full. I also have a fish container now, because you feed them fish after you've hurt them and drank their blood to heal them. There's also this like a wine cabinet for your blood potions, basically. Now I have 2 entrances, to my main castle. I have one on this side here and one on the other side, and they both lead up, which is why I said the prison is nicely built between the 2 entrances. Okay, so there's one of my yellow portals. You can see I've put down carpets to lead to different entrances, which I'll take you through now. There's the prison outside between the 2 on the lower level. And then here's my herb storage again. I will show you the teleporters now. Basically, now each room I have, besides the floors that have to be the right floors, I have like color coded them. So in the main halls, everything is like blue. Blue lights, blue carpets. In my forge, it's all red. And you can see I've really went to town. I made a very big space for my forge here. Just so that I can have space for everything, especially all these advanced furnaces. Then on this side, I have my workshop, which also has a big space unnecessarily, but it leads to the stairs, so it's just got to do with aesthetics and the architectural design. My grinders are here, so I have stuff for stone on that side. My sawmill is here, so I have my wooden things here, my table. I put little statues in the background in the little nooks that you find, so there's not wasted space like that. This is like an orangey glow. I didn't give it candles, floating candles. Then my alchemy room, this cabinet is where I keep things that are most important for what I'm trying to make. Then my plague room is completely green, like it should be. My alchemy room, sorry. I've got different cabinets, my alchemy cabinet and my consumables cabinet and my blood essence cabinet, my blood press. Okay, this is nicely in the center. Then we have my jewelry room. Also kind of nicely in the center. Basically a crafting table in each corner, also a reddish glow. I could have made it golden, I suppose, but I went for the reddish glow just because it looks so nice. Okay, and then on this side we have the tailor room. Much more space than the other castle, but also because it just fit quite nicely. When I was looking at the space I had available, this corner looked like the perfect corner for the tailor's room, so I used that. Then we have this little space next to my heart. I still have to decide what I want to put in there to decorate it. It's probably going to have white lights, but I closed it off so that no one can walk in here, including me. It's just an empty space where I want to put some nice statues and decorations just for appearance, because there was nothing else to put there really. Okay, then we run upstairs, and this is like really what feels like home. I have beautiful carpets leading to different rooms. I have these beautiful blue braziers here. I have this gentleman vampire staring at you when you're running up and down the stairs. That's why I made him look that way, so you can basically see him as you run up and down. And yes, this is a lot of space probably wasted, but it makes it look beautiful. There's nothing else I need to build. I've built everything I need to build, so that's why I said I don't need more floors. Then this is my Stygian room again. My Eye of Mortium is here, hidden in this little room here. Oh, and I've got a new Eye of Twilight, which is not in my other castle. But my Eye of Twilight is what shows me where the final bosses are. It shows me where these shards are. So thanks for that little eye. Then my minions in this castle have their own little room here, and you can see the Stygian quarters are all purple themed. And then my throne is nicely hidden over here. So why did I close this up? Because the Stygian quarters needed a specific floor. This I can't remember, I think it's alchemy. Is it alchemy? No, not that one. Yes, I think it was alchemy. Whereas this eye didn't need it. And my fellow minions need a crypt floor, and you need to have it with enclosed walls, so that's why I did it that way, but it makes it look nice. But I didn't want my throne inside here, so I made a little throne room on the side, basically. Sorry. And then you can see by the white what's coming. I like having my library with white lights. This library is way bigger. I have 2 press tables. This one is for the... I keep forgetting what it's called. Schematics. I have a lot of tech scrap in there. This one was for making scrolls. Yeah, that's for making scrolls. And a lot of space that I don't need. And then finally, we go to my personal space. Here's my living quarters. You can see it's much bigger, and I've made it yellow themed. I have 2 little ficus bonsais here, and then I can sit and enjoy the firelight. If I had other players, they'd be sitting around this table, and we'd be planning our next moves. I just like this angel, this demon thingy. And then I didn't make a door here, just straight into my bedroom, to my bed.
I am awake once more.
And with the same stuff, I have a weapons storage, I have armor storage, and as you can see, I don't really use them. Jewelry storage, I can actually just salvage these. They look nice, but I don't really use them at all. And then my coin storage, you can see I have a lot more coins here. I don't actually use them. I can use this to go buy specific books I'm looking for, but I usually just use the table and the scrolls and things to unlock them. It's too much effort to try and get this gold by killing those guys, so I take the easy way out. And that's it. The only thing left to show you are these teleporters and how I use them to move around. So this one takes me to this side of the castle, and then if I need to quickly go to the other side, I just do that. It's a much faster way to travel. I can still make the blue ones, but quite honestly, I don't find the need. Unless I'm going to build a 3rd floor, which I doubt. Then obviously I'll put the teleporter down to take me straight to the 3rd floor. If I really want to go extravagant and build a 3rd floor just full of decorations, but honestly, not necessary. But yeah, that's what the teleporters do, and that's basically it, guys. Right now, my mission is to finish my last studies of weapons and armor, make the blood key so I can get into Dracula's castle, and then go fight the last guys. Oh, and unlock my final passive abilities. So that's it. I might do one last stream once I've defeated them, but for now I think that's it. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Cheers guys, bye.